An important part of winter here is working with trees. Cutting, stacking firewood for next year, chipping branches for mulch, building compost for the garden, and taking cuttings or planting where we can. The song of singing chainsaws drifting through the valley has become part of the seasonal soundtrack. All around us, roads are cleared where trees have collapsed under snow and wind, keeping the forest open and accessible. This week, we are pollarding the old mulberry tree. It hasn't been done in many years, and the branches have grown into the landline cables. So every storm has felt like a small test of optimism.
So we're gonna pollard or re-pollard this tree because it has been done in the past. And as you can see, a big part of the trunk is very rotten. 2 reasons. Once you start doing it, you should do it every few years for safety. Otherwise the branches might break off, and because the tree starts to rot always when you do that, you will have more risk of breaking branches. Secondly, there is the electricity cable growing through the tree, or the other way around, and it's damaging or almost damaging the cables. And you're standing on the road, and there is a wall, a terrace wall, where the tree is growing into and has already damaged with his roots. And also the tree, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the angle of the tree is at least 20, maybe 30 degrees leaning towards the terrace below. This is a sponge or even just powder. It's all, there we go. Big parts just rotten. Which is not an issue because we're going to pollard it again, but if you leave it growing as it wants to grow genetically, then it's going to become an issue. And then there is also here a big hole, bigger than my arm, at the bottom. And the whole center of the tree is sponge, rotten. So the structure of the tree is not that good anymore, and probably the root system itself is partially rotten as well. Ik heb nog nooit zo'n rotte knopboom gehad. Een paar takjes afzagen hier beneden en dan ga ik eerst aan de andere kant voor zijn gewicht gaan naar daar laten verminderen.
Ja.
Kwestie van mezelf iets veiliger, zo gezegd.
Hetgeen dat je nu gaat zagen, is dat geen S die in die moerbij groeit. Dat is geen moerbij, hè, dat takje.
God, de toppen zijn al wat open, maar precies inderdaad ware zwarte puntjes die dan er geschorst zijn. Grappig, hè? We have a mushroom.
Wat zeg je?
We have a mushroom, well, fungus.
Okay.
Hit hem?
Ja.
Yes! Same story. And now we leave it like that. Wacht, Bertus. Ja. Ik ga hem langs hier nu. Oh nee, wacht, ik ga dat gewoon nog eens doen. Niet bewegen. Nee. Alright. Ik ga een beetje zakken, ik ga je dat terug aangeven. En dan ga ik die rechter mee afbreken.
Gebeurt er iets qua stof opzij of niet?
Ik zie beweging,
Ja.
maar niet zoveel als tegenwoordig.
Nee hè?
Misschien met de filterstok
Bijvoorbeeld het...
Ik ga de afzuiging aanpassen, want dit werkt
werkt
niet.
niet. Oké.
Dit schaafsel is te veel.
Dan ga ik wat schrijven.
Ik ga die bocht eruit halen. Hier is ook een flinke ophoping zaagsel in dit stuk.
Ah ja?
Ja,
Het zal best zijn met de skiën.
ja je ziet het niet, maar hier ik ga het voelen. Hij is niet helemaal vol, maar wel...
Ja, dat is het blokkeren. Dat is
Ja.
de bottleneck.
Dus ik ga deze bocht eruit halen en dan zit het wel goed, denk ik. In elk geval met de schaver Ik denk ook dat misschien gewoon deze buis van de vrees, de tafelvrees, ook gewoon op de grond moet leggen. En omhoog laten lopen vanaf daar, niet via en alleen maar deze poortjes.
Ja, dit naar beneden, eigenlijk alles naar beneden laten zakken
Precies.
in plaats van terug omhoog laten komen. Hè?
Ja.
Ja.
I'm going to miss the mulberry tree and its berries. I hope that it grows new branches in a year or two, and that it lives for many years still. Luckily, mulberry trees are quite fast-growing trees, so I think it will look a lot better in a few years. It's the last old mulberry tree on the farm that's still alive. Last year we took down one that had been dead for some time, and there used to be many more. Mulberry trees are part of the history of the farm and also of the area. Until the 1960s or so, many farms in this part of Italy raised silkworms as an extra stream of income. And the worms, they feed on the leaves of the mulberry trees. So that's also why most mulberry trees here are pollarded, to create like a constant, quick, steady supply of fresh greens for the silkworms. The leaves of mulberry contain one of the largest amounts of protein, I think, of leafy greens, and they're also great to feed to other farm animals like cows and goats and chickens. So I hope that some of these cuttings will take root and that we can plant more mulberry trees around the farm. And yeah, I mean, when we finally do get our own chickens, then they will come in handy for the chickens as well.